Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is proof that the good ones go quickly. This car was not even for sale for 12 hours before it sold. This is VIN 3199. It is a 2020 final year 223, which is caviar, which is black metallic, with LA30 interior, which is a red interior with standard carbon fiber trim. Now, this popped up at a Lexus dealer, McCall, in Houston, Texas, not too far from here. And it has 63,000 miles. It was originally listed for $59,000, and then they very quickly raised it to $62,995, $63,000, and then they changed it up to $65,000, all within a period of a couple hours. I think that the reason for that is they decided to sell it as CPO, certified pre-owned, L certified. In order to be an L certified car, this car has to be less than 6 model years old, and it is, and it has to have less than 80,000 miles on the odometer, and it does. So it qualifies to be sold as L certified. And that appears to be what they were doing here. When I saw this first pop up for $60,000, I knew it wasn't gonna last. Even it didn't have any pictures listed. They still don't have any pictures listed because now it's sold, but the owner who ended up buying it, I asked him if it was cool if I did a video, and he was cool with it. Because I was proving a point that these good cars go very quickly. And this is one of those, and we'll get into the details why, but first, the production information. It's also a rare car. 447 out of the 2,348 for the US 49 were caviar. So the common color, 54% of these cars were either black or white, so this is a black one. Out of those 447, 201 had LA30 interior. So this is one of 201 that exist for all of the GSFs for the US 49, but specific for 2020, which is the second lowest production year, there's 169 for 2018, there's 187 for 2020. This is 46 of the 187 were caviar 223. Out of those 46, only 19 had LA30 interior. So while a more common color combination for 2020, it is still only one of 19 at its rarest. So still on the rarer side of combinations. Carfax, AutoCheck, Epic VIN. So Carfax and AutoCheck both shows this as a one owner, no accident car. There are less than 10% of these cars left that are one owner, no accident. This is one of those. Epic VIN, one owner, no accident. So again, all green flags. It is priced right, it's low mileage, it's a 2020, that's the year everybody wants, and it's a one owner, no accident car. So everything there, spot on, no surprises. Let's dive into everything else. So previous sales, this car was never officially listed for sale online. It looks like it sold within a month or so of it being dealer prepped. Makes me think that it might have been a special order car for a customer, and then it was ordered and it came straight to them. So that's my opinion on what went on here. And then now the sale here in September, end of September 2025, 60,000, 63,000, 65,000, somewhere in there. And I think this car was definitely priced too low. That's my opinion, but it is, for a 2020, it is higher mileage for the others that you see that come up for sale with 18,000, 30,000, whatever. This one has twice the mileage or triple the mileage of some of those. And so the price obviously will reflect that. So I think, the price at 60,000 was low. The price at 65,000, especially considering it's certified pre-owned, I think it's where it needs to be. All right, so now on to the pictures. There originally were not any pictures. And so the person that I talked to who bought it, he sent me the videos from the salesman and some of the pictures that the salesman provided. So this car, they just took it in, so that's why they didn't have any pictures or anything up, but they were also going to do the certified pre-owned prep for reconditioning, which sometimes involves, touching up bumpers, wheels, things like that. And so that's no different on this car. So what you're seeing here in the video, it had a dent in the door, and so that's paintless dent repair, and then that's done. All 4 wheels were getting refinished because they all had curb rash. Again, not surprising, not an issue there. They resolved that. And then it also had some chips on the front end, like a peppered front end on the hood. So they were going to either touch up or repaint the hood as part of the certified pre-owned prep. As you'll see in the service history here in a minute, it also needs front brakes, but the dealer is doing brakes and the 60,000 mile service as part of the CPO because it is due for the 60,000 mile service as well. That's spark plugs and fluids and everything else. So they're doing that. So I think considering they're doing all that work, the price at $65,000, plus you get a warranty out of it I think that's justified. So now onto the service history. This car is extremely well dealer serviced, and even looking at the Carfax, I don't see any other third-party mechanics or anything that have worked on this. It's only been done at Lexus. And so basically for the first several services, it's just oil changes and tires and things like that. Not unusual, nothing out of the ordinary. 35,000 miles in June of 2023, front brake pads and rotors were done. And so again, every 20, 30,000 miles, you're gonna do brakes on these. And so this is the case here. 60,000, 58,000 miles in May of 2025. So just a couple of months ago. And I've only seen this on one other car, is the differential pinion seal was leaking. And so they obviously replaced that, and it was replaced under warranty. But that is an interesting thing to see this early on in the car. But again, it was replaced. That same service, they also did the rear brakes. So it has pretty much brand new rear brakes. 10 days later, the rear pads were making noise. So they added grease to the back of the pads and the noise went away. So it has new brakes, but it has 30,000+ miles on the front brakes. And so that's why they are doing the front brakes. It has 63,000 miles. It's due for the 60,000 mile service. They're doing that as well. So that between that, all the reconditioning, the interior looks fantastic. It has no delaminating carbon fiber, priced right with a warranty, certified pre-owned. I'm on board. And if you could have got it at 60,000, that would have been fantastic, but I don't think they're going to sell it CPO for that. They're probably in it, mid 50s, something like that. That's my guess of what they gave for a trade for this. So considering at a Lexus dealer, they're going to do brakes, front brakes, $1,500. They're going to do 60,000 mile service, $2,000. They're spending some money on this. All four wheels getting refinished, probably $500-600, and repainting or repairing, refinishing the front hood. That's definitely some money as well. So I think that, and then getting a certified pre-owned warranty on top of that, I think it's a fantastic deal. 2020, one owner, no accidents, only Lexus serviced. I mean, Southern driven. It hasn't been driven up north. It's definitely checks all the boxes, and it has the potential to be a great car for this new owner. And I'm absolutely no surprise, no shock that this car sold within 12 hours of listing, as all the good ones always do. When you see cars like this that pop up that are no stories, no questions, they obviously require a little reconditioning, as all of them do, but I definitely am not surprised to see this car sold quick. And as I said, the good ones go quick. This is no exception. Anyways, that's what I've got for you guys. VIN 3199. This is 100%. This is one of the good ones. So go enjoy it, new owner, and it's gonna be an awesome car. Thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.